Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, the sell side has been dominant and the markets have been trending lower, and ES is set to open at an important inflection point here near the short-term balance area low. So heading into the open, we have initial support at 59 to 61, and we will also be using that area as the bull bear zone. And in order for the market to put in any kind of sustained breakdown below 59 to 61, we'll have to see broad market weakness and sustained downside momentum. Looking at the other markets, the Russell is also set to open near key support here at 1390 to 1391, and if we see a sharp breakdown start to take place in the Russell below 1390, then that could serve as a bearish confirmation and it could lead to the S&P breaking 59 to 61. So the main question heading into the day is whether this short-term balance area low at 59 to 61 and the 2-week low at 57 is going to hold, and whether that balance area is going to remain intact, or are we seeing excess bearishness in real time and sustained downside momentum with the NYSE tick holding below zero and printing some significant negative values. Absent that downside momentum, responsive buyers can be active at 59 to 61 and the 56.5 to 57 area. On the upside, we have pre-market resistance at 67.5 to 69.5. It's a spot where sell side can be active on first test, but it does not have to cap the upside. And if we're heading higher on decent upside momentum, with the other markets also participating in the upside move, then we may only get a small reaction there before the S&P proceeds to test the 72.5 to 74.5 initial resistance zone. That also marks the gap fill, and if the market is exhausted into 72.5 to 74.5, then it's very likely that sellers will defend that area on first test, and then beyond that, sellers can be active on first test of pretty much every resistance zone. So again, we've seen a lot of weakness in the overnight session. Heading into the open, the sell side is dominant and in control, but at the same time, the markets are at important support, and the question is whether that support area is going to hold, whether the balance area is going to remain intact in the event that we see a proper breakdown below 59 to 61, and we are heading down on excess bearishness with a very weak advanced decline line that is trending lower with an NYSE tick that is completely below zero and printing significant negative values, and this turns into a proper balance breakdown, we could head down into the 48 to 50 support where buyers can be active, and in the event of extreme weakness, we could test 44 quarter, 42, 41 quarter, and that's another very good spot for responsive buyers to be active on first test. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see how the market responds to 59 to 61. That is going to help us establish our intraday bias, and we'll take it from there.